Welcome back to another adventure. Leaving the lively streets of Dublin behind, we journeyed south into County Wexford, a land of ancient abbeys, Norman castles, and rugged coastlines. Our destination, Wilton Castle. But what awaited us was something we never expected. At first glance, Wilton Castle looked abandoned, silent, haunting, almost forgotten. No staff, no guests, just us. For a moment, we wondered if we had made a mistake. But then came the surprise. We had the entire castle to ourselves. Wilton Castle's story stretches back to 1247, when William de Dean held these lands. Over centuries, it passed through noble families, the Furlongs, the Butlers, and finally the Alcocks, who transformed it into the Gothic masterpiece we see today. Burned during the Irish Civil War in 1923, its ruins stood for decades until a painstaking restoration brought it back to life. Local lore whispers of Lady Eleanor Alcock, said to wander the halls on moonlit nights, searching for treasures lost in the flames of 1923. We didn't see her, but in that silence, you could almost feel her presence. It was a Tuesday, and we had an entire castle to ourselves. So, instead of doing something traditionally Irish, we went full rebel, Taco Tuesday in a centuries-old fortress. The next morning, fueled by tacos and adventure, we set off for Bunratty Castle greeted us with its imposing walls. Built in the 15th century by the McNamara clan, it later became the stronghold of the O'Briens. Today, it's one of Ireland's best-preserved castles, echoing with tales of feasts, battles, and rebellion. In Enniscorthy, history rises from every stone. The Norman-built Enniscorthy Castle dates to the 1190s, surviving sieges, Cromwellian invasions, and even serving as a prison during the 1798 rebellion. Nearby stands St. Aidan's Cathedral, a Gothic revival masterpiece designed by Augustus Pugin in 1843. Its soaring arches and stained glass a tribute to Ireland's enduring faith. New Ross, once Ireland's busiest medieval port, was founded by William Marshall and his wife Isabel de Clare in the 13th century. Its quays later witnessed famine ships bound for America, including the ancestors of President John F. Kennedy. Before reaching the coast of Wexford, we made a detour to one of Ireland's most breathtaking landmarks, the Cliffs of Moher. Stretching for 14 kilometers along County Clare's rugged shoreline, these cliffs rise to a staggering 214 meters at their highest point near O'Brien's Tower, built in 1835 as a viewing point for Victorian tourists. The name Moher comes from an ancient promontory fort called Mother, which once stood at Hag's Head, the southern tip of the cliffs. Finally, we reached Hook Lighthouse, the oldest operational lighthouse in the world, built over 800 years ago by William Marshall. Today, it stands as a timeless sentinel on Ireland's rugged southeastern coast. From abandoned castles to windswept headlands, this journey revealed Ireland's soul, a land where history whispers through every stone and every wave. And for a few magical days, we had it all to ourselves. Our final days in Ireland brought us back to Dublin, back to the heart of the city, where history and elegance meet. We checked into the Shelburne Hotel, a landmark overlooking St. Stephen's Green, and a witness to nearly 2 centuries of Irish history. Opened in 1824 by Martin Burke, the Shelburne was designed to be Dublin's grandest hotel, a place for the city's elite and international visitors. Staying here isn't just a night in a hotel, it's a step into Ireland's living history. As we wandered through Dublin one last time, we felt the heartbeat of Ireland, past and present intertwined. From castles and coastlines to the storied halls of the Shelburne, this journey was more than a trip. It was a story we'll carry forever. As our journey through Ireland comes to a close, we wanted to share a few moments that didn't make it into the main story, but were too special to leave behind. From quiet streets to hidden corners, these snapshots remind us that every step in Ireland holds a little magic. Thank you for coming along with us. Until next time, Slán go Foil.